Hey guys, we're at Dreamfields. ¿Cómo están, amigos de Behind the Decks? La verdad es que estamos súper contentos de estar haciendo la cobertura de todos los artistas más importantes que vienen a tocar aquí a Dreamfields.
So check in with us because we're talking with them about their sets, we're talking with them about their lives behind the decks, so you know to check in with us about that shit. If you guys don't know what Dreamfields is, it's a huge festival here in Mexico, and actually this is the last edition, so you need to check this stuff out.
Vamos a estar haciendo entrevistas con artistas de todo el mundo. La verdad es que son artistas increíbles.
Internationals.
Además, la verdad es que son gente que tiene una perspectiva acerca de la vida muy interesante.
Ajá.
Así que no se pierdan todas las entrevistas que vamos a tener en el canal porque van a estar increíbles.
Sí. So, you guys, you know where to be. It's with us behind the decks.
Hola, ¿qué tal, amigos? ¿Cómo están? Estamos aquí con Behind the Decks. We're here with Behind the Decks and Mixmag. We're here with the amazing artist, Sigdils. Thank you so much, guys, for my friend, to accepting the interview and just to come and here and play at Dreamfields. This is going to be an amazing experience for us, my friend.
Yeah, of course. Actually, it's my first time in Mexico, so I'm pretty excited about it. I think
first time.
Yeah, first time in Mexico. Yeah.
Did you already have like a lot of tequila and tacos?
Yeah. I mean, it's not my first time in Mexico, literally, but playing first time in Mexico. Yes.
That's awesome. And we hear that you've been like going around the world. We're living in Amsterdam for a little bit.
It was a crazy ride, actually. I just arrived a couple of hours ago, and I'm a little bit tired, but excited at the same time. You know?
I'm sure we're gonna have a set full of energy. And
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's gonna be full of like releases.
That's amazing, my
full
friend.
Full of releases.
I see that, or I heard that you are about to actually release a new track, right?
Yeah, it's called The Future is Broken. I cannot reveal the label right now, but yeah, it's gonna be something very special.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can I ask you what is the inspiration behind that track? Like, the future is broken.
Metal music.
Metal music, but is there
Metal.
like a thought process behind
No,
the
actually,
title, or?
well, to be honest, like I've always been fan of hard music. Like for example, metal bands, hardcore bands, and stuff like that. So I just spoke with a guy. He's from Spain. He's a very good vocalist, and we made a really cool stuff. I added some guitars. I play guitar as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. I wanted to do a show with guitar in this show, but it wouldn't be possible. It could be possible, yeah. But yeah. I mean, like this track in specifically is very versatile. It has a lot of ways. It has the melodic. It has the power of like the raw kind of music, euphoric, and also a little bit of metal and like good old. I mean, like the screaming things and stuff like that. Yeah,
that's freaking awesome because you wouldn't say that. That normally when you go to a festival, like an electronic music festival, you would get something like with metal or like raw euphoric, just like mixed with metal.
You have to check my set. And there's gonna be one track, one remix, pretty cool. Like I think everybody loves that remix.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is with metal, and I'm gonna play it.
That's
so
awesome, my friend.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome. Well, my friends, if anyone wants to follow you in socials or anything else, like in Spotify and everything, how do they look for you, my friend?
Oh yeah, they look for me. Type in Sigdils. Sigdil is a little bit tricky word. Sick from you're sick.
Yeah.
And Dels is like with two D's. Complicated, but it's my last name, Dels. So Sigdils.
Okay. All right, so DDELLS. Z. All right, there you go. Yeah. Awesome, guys. So look for him. He's going to be right there on the stage, 2:30. It's going to be an amazing experience for you guys. Amazing energy, and good luck, my friend.
Thank you
for being here.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking rock.
What a fucking rocket. It is.
Awesome. Thank you, my friend. See you.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
Hey there, everyone. Look who we found backstage. So we're here with La Catalina. She's my friend. I've known her for a long while. Amazing DJ, amazing dancer. We've played together. And now, finally, I get to interview her because we wanted her on the podcast before. And you weren't able to make it because you moved to Hermosillo with your boyfriend. So
Yeah.
you have a question for her.
Yeah, that is right, La Catalina. Honestly, my question for you is like you have such an interesting take on Afro House. So I would love to know more about that take and how it inspired you to develop your sound.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here with you. It's a new concept between urban, electronic, and Afro style music in which I dance, I interact with the people, and I create like a really huge party energy.
Sí.
So yeah, it's been really fun. Sometimes a little hard to promote it because it's a new proposal for the people. I'm really happy with it.
It's been received so well. Like,
It's super high
Yeah.
energy, and you're
exactly.
dancing and having so much fun.
Such a performance, I think, because
Yeah,
it's just like
exactly.
integral. So I think that you've got to release, later for this year,
Yeah,
right?
I just signed in with Groover Records. It's my first original song that is going to be uploaded the 8th of December in Spotify.
So cool.
So for everyone that has been asking where they can find my music in Spotify, now I will have Spotify.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm really happy with it. This song is an Afro house mix with Tony Ocean, that he's an Italian friend. We sample a song of Rosalia that is called Catalina.
Yeah.
There you go.
So it's a really good role playing in that song, and when I'm playing it, because well, I'm Catalina, so it's it's a good vibe there, you know.
See.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much that you took a little bit of time for us, because I know that you also need to run after this. But we would still love to invite you when you're in Guadalajara to come to the studio
Yeah,
to
for
have
sure.
another longer interview with us. And for now, thank you so much.
We're gonna
No,
let you
thank
go
you.
right
We're gonna
now.
let you go, and I hope that we're gonna be dancing
Yeah,
soon.
we can still party.
Yes.
I'm in Instagram's, SoundCloud, and YouTube, like La Catalina Oficial. You can find me like that. It's Catalina with C. And yeah, you can find me. It's really pretty simple.
Yo, we're here, second day Dreamfields with Suze, our friend. So how are you doing, babe? How have you been?
I've been good. I've been missing you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a great time. Like it's been some time since we shoot that podcast episode. It's gonna
Oh, yeah.
come out in the second season, so wait for that. So what have you been up to? What's
what
been
have you
going
done
on
in
with
the
your life?
meantime?
I've seen traveling. I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of music production. So tell us a little bit about
yeah.
that.
Producing music, traveling. I played Barcelona. Been working in Oaxaca.
Nice.
Yeah.
What were you doing in Oaxaca?
What were you doing?
Yeah. I was working my normal daytime job.
Your normal daytime job?
Yeah, I have a daytime job.
What is your daytime job?
I'm a project manager for a hotel.
Oh.
Yeah. We're opening a hotel, so
Wow.
you're welcome
nice.
to come. Yeah.
Oh, be careful, we're coming.
You're unveiling my
we're coming to Oaxaca. We're not
super
gonna let
nice,
that
eh?
invitation
Yeah,
slide.
yeah, yeah. Let's do some parties, raves in Oaxaca.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what? Like I was last year for a whole month in Oaxaca, and it was
Oh, it's
just
amazing.
fucking beautiful.
It's just magical.
It was super beautiful. How did you feel in the how did you
It
feel
was
with your set?
amazing. It was amazing. I was like, I don't know, just like doing my thing into my zone, like watching the nature in front of me. So it was really nice.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity
Uh-huh.
to say this, and that is the support for the artist, buying
music.
buying the music from the artist. And I just wanted to touch about a little bit of that because
Mm-hmm.
I think that is so important for the industry, for the scene,
Oh,
and
yeah.
especially in Latin America.
Yeah, and buying the whole album, like, in good quality. I mean, Spotify is like practical, but it's like for independent artists, it's really not good
Right.
because your gear, it's really expensive.
Right.
And moving around and playing different venues and gigs, like sometimes you need the support from your fans and buy the music, and that's like support for you.
Of course, and then I feel like
Yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
and I feel like it in a way it also contributes to the artist to develop their sound to your
I
music,
mean,
isn't it?
that's the life, man. Huh?
Yeah,
When you get to that certain point that you're doing live sets and your own music and playing your own music and also having a full-on stage, like with a lot of people,
Yeah.
that's what you want to get to achieve. Yeah. seems a bit complicated, but it's doable. It's
Yeah.
doable.
You were telling us when we did the podcast with you that you were working on your full live set, right?
Oh yes, I'm
And
working
how
on it.
has that been going for you?
It's going good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Right now, I'm just finished my EP, The Empress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's
Fuck
all
yeah.
analogic, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll continue working on it.
How did you feel about the creation with the analog equipment and just throwing that thing out and it's,
Yeah, it is.
You know?
Because it's like your pure sound. Like nobody's telling you how to sound, and sometimes it's really complicated to develop like just one thing.
Right.
Maybe a kick, and you'll be like producing at it like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you're
Fuck
going crazy
yeah.
like, oh my god, I have to start again because I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Right.
Yeah, but it's the process. It's what I enjoy the most.
Yeah.
Like being there and learning from myself and just being focused.
and I guess it's so satisfying when you finally get that sound that you really
Yeah, yeah. Start adding things and just playing around, and then there's a whole song to it, and you're like, whoa, how the fuck did I get here? I love it. Yeah.
Empress is a beautiful word. It means a lot also for women, of course, to be proud to be an empress of your empire. So what was that intention? Was there an intention, inspiration behind the name?
Yeah, the inspiration is Arcana 3 from the Tarot. It's the energy for new beginnings and like strong women. So right now I feel like there are a lot of women trying to get into hard techno or being there, like Indira, like Sarah Landry, like I don't know, Daria Kolosova, and they're like really strong women, and I wanted it to be a statement like women can produce also, women can do their own stuff.
Yeah.
Like we're not just there for like looking good, you know, and we can work our ways. Yeah. So that was my inspiration.
And
Empress.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
what you're saying is like there's not a set of rules.
Yeah.
You know, you create your own rules, and that is also very powerful.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I
think
think
it's beautiful.
Yeah, women have been like just not following those rules.
Right.
And I love it because like you either had to look good or like play different kind of styles and like softer techno and just be there like a little doll, right?
Yeah.
And now it's like coming strong, like
Yeah.
strong women doing their thing.
We were talking a little bit about how hard it is to be like having to answer questions and how do you feel as a woman?
Oh yeah.
You know, all
Everything
those
is,
things.
Yeah, everything is as a woman. Yeah.
You know, exactly. And
Yeah.
why would you need to make
Yeah,
that difference? You
Just
know?
a person doing techno.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And so I feel like that is super, super powerful. Tus redes sociales para que la gente te empiece a seguir
Yes.
y todo, bueno, escuche tu música obviamente y que se nutra toda esta comunidad.
¿Dónde?
Ah, creí que me estabas diciendo de cámara. Ok, sí, mis redes sociales son sus techno en Instagram y en Spotify sus.
We are here, estamos aquí con Dimitri Saidi, hermano.
¿Cómo estás, hermano? Gracias por la
Excelente,
invitación.
carajo. Muchas gracias
¿Cómo
por
están?
estar aquí.
Welcome.
Gracias por la invitación.
Hermanitos,
Pleasure. So can you tell us a little bit about your releases that are coming up? You have a release coming up with Moxie.
Moxie. Tengo release el 27 de noviembre en Moxie Music de Darío Sirosian y en diciembre tengo con Bonnie Tiger y los invito a seguir escuchando mi tema de Me Gusta que salió por el Row. Entonces, música es vida.
Yeah. And will the Moxie also be printed on vinyl?
¿Ya?
The Moxie
Sí,
release?
ya.
Yes.
En vinyl and digital and every...
en every platform.
En every
Every platform you want.
Perfecto, así es, hermanitos. Además, no se olviden, como les decía, este Dimitri, de seguir, Moxo Dimitri, de seguir escuchando su tema Me Gusta, porque está increíble, hermano. Dime, ¿qué te inspiró para armarlo? Porque neta tiene un flow.
Pues fíjate, ya tengo bastante, yo creo que 1 año, 2 años que la música latina está creciendo y apoyar a el habla hispana en música electrónica, entonces representar a los latinos en el mundo, eso me inspira para que la gente no nada más ya es que todo es inglés en el house o en el tech house, entonces me gusta que la gente también escuche vocales en español.
I love, like, literally, I was playing with your girlfriend, mixing, and she was playing your tracks, and I was like, what? This is so fucking amazing. It's like minimal house, bassy shit mixed with the tra. So if you guys didn't already check that out, do it, please. You're gonna love it.
Amigos, así que ya lo saben, Dimitri Saidi, la verdad es que es increíble tenerlo por acá. Es un gran amigo de nosotros, nos fascina estar tocando con él, nos fascina que venga a pasar un tiempo con nosotros y la verdad, hermano.
Gracias por la invitación,
crack.
carnal.
De verdad te lo agradecemos un chingo.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Aquí voy a
Thank you
estar siempre
so
que me
much.
inviten.
Hecho,
Thank
ya
you.
estás, hermano. Ya no se olviden olviden de seguirlo en todas sus redes sociales, ya saben, Dimitri Saidi, y a nosotros en Behind the Decks, hermanos. Estamos aquí con Paula, que se va a presentar hoy en Dreamfields en el April Stage a las 10 de la noche. Y nos trae un súper show, porque estás inclinada a un tema bastante crudo, bastante duro, ¿no?
Pues tengo igual 2 años tocando y pues me direccioné a tocar derivados del techno. O sea, en particular, el que más me gusta es hard techno.
Yeah.
Y decidí irme por ese lado porque siento que las personas normalmente creen que como que las mujeres tenemos que ser más delicadas.
Sí.
Y siento que somos justo todo lo contrario. Entonces,
Sí.
aparte que es algo con lo que me identifico, me gusta mucho como ser disruptiva en cuanto a conductas
Súper.
que le tienen a la mujer. Y pues, nada.
Eso es lo que
me
sientes
encanta.
tú desde este lado, ¿no? Esta como crudeza, ¿sabes qué? Te lo pongo en la cara, ¿sabes?
Sí,
Una
aparte
cosa así,
siento
¿no?
que es una manera mía de sacar como todo lo que traigo dentro.
Súper.
Y sí.
¿Sabes qué?
Therapy.
Exacto.
Therapy session.
¿Sabes qué?
Sí.
Esto me recuerda un poco a un podcast que tuvimos donde estábamos hablando acerca de cómo las mujeres de repente tenían que probar algo muchas veces, ¿no?
Sí,
Y realmente es una situación como bien chistosa porque de alguna manera tú siendo auténtica ya pruebas algo, ¿no? O sea, siendo tú
claro.
ya entras con algo, ¿no?
Sí,
Súper
siendo
bien,
fiel
¿no?
a mis gustos,
Sí.
claro.
Paula, tú que has estado en este camino, digamos, relativamente corto, pero con un ascenso bastante meteórico, ¿qué le recomendarías a una persona que está empezando en esto y que quiere hacer esto por una pasión, así como tú lo estás haciendo?
Que no desistan y que siempre tengan paciencia. La paciencia siempre te va a llevar a cualquier lugar, pero también la disciplina. Entonces, van de la mano, pero personalmente a mí la paciencia me ha permitido llegar a donde estoy. Entonces,
Perfecto. Muchísimas gracias, Paula, de verdad.
Thank
Ya lo
you.
escucharon, chicos. Así que las personas que están empezando con este proyecto, con su música, con su producción, la verdad es que sean pacientes, sean constantes.
Yeah.
Y mira, saben a dónde pueden llegar.
Devotion.
Paula, muchísimas gracias por estar
Thank
aquí.
you.
Un abrazo bien grande. Y no se olviden de seguir en todas sus redes sociales. ¿Cómo te encontramos, Paula?
es Paula, 3-Martín.
Hello. We're still here at Dreamfields and we're here with Shelini and he's my neighbor. Well, we're from the neighbor countries.
neighbors.
We're from neighbor countries. So we were just chatting in our own language, which was fun. But so how have you been? How has it been here for you in Mexico at Dreamfields?
I loved it. Personally, this time, last year I played here as well, but it was a really quick visit because I came from Peru. I needed to leave after a couple of hours. Today I had some time, like some hours, and I could check the festival sites, could eat something. I was more calm, so I could start my set more calm. And the cool thing was that I could evolve in my set because I had this kind of chill in me.
Yeah.
I could just build up and see whatever was happening.
Yeah.
Which ended in exploding end or something.
Yeah.
So really memorable actually, this set.
That's awesome.
yeah,
Thank you.
amazing.
Can you give us a little bit about your perspective, your take on the way you make things?
Yeah, for me, like as a DJ, being eclectic is the base of my sets.
Yeah.
Because as a DJ, you need to adapt. You play the first track and you see what the crowd gives you. You try to read them and you start a conversation.
Yeah.
And during the conversation, you go wherever they bring you, you know? And it can go from, for me, from house music to ghetto house or more techno or more tribal.
Right.
It's just a conversation within my spectrum.
Yeah.
And as a producer, that's my other side.
Right.
I try to seek for my inspiration into my roots.
Right.
So my grandparents migrated from Italy to Belgium to work in coal mines.
Yeah.
And I always had a bit of doubt for being like, am I Belgian or Italian, and where do I belong?
Yeah.
So
Existential crisis.
yeah, it was something.
Who am I?
As a
What am I
kid?
doing with my
What am
life?
I?
Yeah, as a kid. So the thing that I started doing was grabbing back to the things that they were doing. And I was like, oh, and actually that really resonates
Yeah,
with me.
of course.
So I started sampling their drums in my techno
tracks?
sound. Yeah, so I started just playing and learning how to use their instruments.
fucking
And I
awesome.
went back to the mountain village where they live and I started talking with the people
So
there.
it's like music from the mountains?
Yeah, actually, it's a pure mountain music. And also this set I played a track with a vocal, which is a prayer in the dialect of my.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Is
ancestors.
it like in Calabrese or
Yeah,
something like that?
yeah.
That's
It's
awesome.
Maquillano. So I just try to blend them, and for me, you know, the identity crisis that I have, I don't have them when I'm playing because when I'm playing, everything is falling together.
Right.
I have the very old traditional influences and techno music and percussion, and in the end, it's like it's me.
Yeah, it just makes sense because in a way, I can tell that you're first of all very proud of your roots. That is something that I can
Super
tell.
proud,
I can tell, right from the start. And second of all, I think that in a way you're trying to tell people, like it's okay. It's okay to be old and it's okay to be new and it's okay to mix and match and just make it all happen. Because it's just there. It's just a punch
I don't like people doing one specific thing, and I respect people who do that. But for me, it doesn't resonate.
Right.
And if there's maybe one thing that is like a general element in all my sets, it's percussion.
Yeah.
Because that goes on for centuries. My ancestors and their ancestors, they danced on drums.
Exactly.
So if it's based around drums, everything around that could fit.
Exactly.
And it depends on the mood, depends on the weather, and on how I'm feeling, how the crowd is feeling, and I end up somewhere. And for me, that's like the magical part of being a DJ, that you can just feel wherever you go and you end up somewhere.
Dude, that's just
being
so
perceptive.
romantic,
Yeah,
That's super
it's
cool.
lovely.
Bro, is there a new release coming out? Anything else that you wanna share with
What's
us? Because we're
next?
we're just so excited about this with you.
So actually, for the last year, I've been really quiet.
Okay.
And I've been traveling back and forth to the mountain village of my grandparents
Okay.
to record all these sounds. And I didn't want to release like a single or an EP because I thought, okay, I need to tell more.
Yeah.
So I just started producing for a year straight.
Wow.
We ended up with 15 or 16 songs. And now, starting from next year, it will be a couple of months left.
Yeah.
We will start releasing all this music, and it will be like in an album form.
Wow.
So we're experimenting with, can I play it maybe also live as an artist with maybe a drummer and
Such an evolution.
people. Yeah, I just want to evolve a bit and go deeper into what I love.
That's awesome.
And for me, this as an artist feels like the right step. So there's a lot of new music coming.
Yeah.
I've been really quiet. I should be quiet right now as well. My manager told me you should be quiet, but at the end I'm talking. So
But there you go, my friend. We won't hold you back.
No, we won't try to pull out more and then have your management like, no.
Yeah, but
No,
you know,
we won't get you in
let's tell
trouble.
it's for me it's just really personal and something really honest, and I'm really looking forward to share this with the people. It's my personal story.
And we're looking forward
Love
to hearing
it.
from you. Honestly,
Yes.
it's just a pleasure to talk to you, and it's also a
Yes.
pleasure to listen to your tracks. Cellini, please tell us your socials, please, so that they can follow you.
Yeah, you can follow me on Cellini_G on Instagram, and probably also on TikTok and that kind of stuff, but you'll find that somewhere.
Hello and welcome, guys. We're here back in Dreamfields with Behind the Decks and Mixmag. We're so happy to have everybody. Estamos súper contentos de tener a Faz con nosotros. De entrada, ya habían venido a México, pero no habían venido a Guadalajara a tocar. Y la verdad estamos súper contentos de tenerlos por acá porque tienen una energía increíble, hermanos. Hermanitos, ¿cómo se sienten de estar acá tocando en Dreamfields en este gran evento?
Felices, contentos, de verdad. Hemos venido como a Guadalajara 2-3 veces y nunca habíamos estado en un festival. Como que iba a pasar, pero nunca pasaba.
Ya.
Y estar en uno de los mejores festivales para mí de Latinoamérica como Dreamfields. Y para el grupo como tal, estar en el main stage.
Ya.
Es todo realmente.
Sí, significa mucho para nosotros.
And you guys, we just said we are not only partners working together, but we're actually married also.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, I want to hear more about this.
10 years together.
10 years
Yeah.
together. And how long has this project been together?
We started with Fast. It was
In 2012. 2000.
No, we started dating 2012,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then Fast came like 1 year later. So it's
Yeah.
like 9 years with Fast, 10 years together.
After Ultra, when I saw
Yeah.
that result, and then
He went to Ultra, and then he came back with this idea like, oh my God, we
should do
need to play
this.
together. You need to
So
sing. I'm gonna
nice, you
DJ,
guys.
and that's how it.
So that's a long time, and you're still going strong, and guys are having so much fun.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we do.
I love that.
There's much love in that. There's much love in that.
¿Ustedes piensan que la música que ustedes hacen, de la forma en la que ustedes hacen, porque ha sido como mucho acerca dentro del tema de redes sociales, dentro de volverse virales, hacer estos edits y todo este tipo de cosas, ha funcionado la manera en la que ustedes trabajan también como en equipo?
Sí.
Absolutely, that's the core of our project.
A nosotros los covers nos cambiaron la vida y la carrera. O sea, desde que empezamos a hacer covers virales, la carrera empezó como a coger un camino súper ascendente. Hemos recibido pues como mucho apoyo de playlists editoriales, de playlists independientes, de los fans.
No, y no solo eso, por ejemplo con los covers, con Blue por ejemplo, que es de Eiffel 65,
Sí.
we got more than 3 tours on Asia. So.
Wow, qué increíble. Entonces están haciendo diferentes tours a lo largo del mundo, están tocando en todos lados
Sí,
y ha significado como este cambio 180 grados en todo lo que han estado haciendo. ¿Desde qué momento dijeron, esta es la forma en la que queremos representar nuestra música con el mundo?
Cuando nos dimos cuenta que la gente le gustaba escuchar covers en el styling o en el estilo, pues en el estilo de nosotros, pues, styling o en el estilo. Sorry. No te preocupes, en el estilo, en el genre que nosotros hacemos, que nosotros combinamos mucho el slap house, combinamos mucho el psytrance y todos esos géneros. Y la verdad ha funcionado muy bien alrededor del mundo.
Porque aparte hay una parte de la música que ustedes hacen que tiene, a ver, muchas veces el EDM, por ejemplo, basa o lo que hace un poco en las tendencias justamente populares, ¿no? Y ustedes de alguna manera toman un poco de la tendencia popular,
Sí.
pero
Sí.
es como que esta pequeña marca que está funcionando y tal,
Y lo llevamos a lo nuestro.
y después
Sí,
lo llevan a su
correcto.
cancha, ¿no?
Correcto.
Y cuando lo sueltan es un poder brutal
Yeah, that's
que...
why it's so successful.
Sí.
Because it is such
Absolutely.
a force.
I think that's because of that. It's because we've been trying to, even though they're cover songs, we do like put ourselves on it, our style, or like what we like. Not just me singing it, but he producing, and we like together, like mixing our ideas, our hearts on it. It
Yeah.
makes it different.
Yeah, and you can
And then we
really
just
notice that.
received a golden record like
Yes,
2
for
weeks
one
ago.
of-
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Super happy for you guys.
Thank
More
you.
than
Amazing.
30 millions of streams around
That's
the world.
fucking
So,
amazing.
yeah,
Nice,
so-
congrats, guys.
So, what is coming up for you guys? Like, what's next? Are you guys working on some new releases? Is there anything coming out? Anything you want to share with us? With
We're working all the
we're still
time. I
working,
mean,
yeah.
covers are coming like every week,
Every
right?
week, yeah, we just release.
But we're working
every
on
week
original
music, yeah.
songs for this to by the end of this year, and for next year we're coming with original songs too. That's something that we've been working on for a long time on our like original songs project too, and we're very excited to put that out.
Oh,
So it's
yes.
working.
No, 100% want to hear that. Very excited.
That's awesome. So, guys, well, thank you very much for being here with us here at the podcast with Behind the Decks and Mixmag. Honestly, to be honest, there's so much energy flowing from you guys,
Thank
and
you.
I'm sure that this this new part of you, or this thing that you've been working on with the new tracks that are originals,
Yeah,
is just gonna
totally.
blow
Thank you
up so
for
hard.
Guys,
It's gonna
thank you for
explode.
having us.
Thank
For
you,
us,
and
it's
thank
like
you
a
for
dream come
those
true.
words. Thank you so
No, my
much,
God.
and for
It's
the
like a
energy.
dream come true, just speaking in English.
Oh, he loves it. He's always like,
From Mexico.
you don't know where I come from. Like, you don't even know where I come from, and
didn't
me
imagine
speaking
that I
English.
can live
Oh
with-
my God.
I didn't imagine I can live off electronic music. So
There you go.
so
That's
funny.
amazing. That's amazing. my friends. Hey, guys, so please share with us your socials. I know everybody's gonna know already, but go ahead.
guys, we're fast music, final and Saratun. Thank you for having us.
F4ST. F4ST.
Oh, you're
No-
fast with
Yes,
4,
of
with the
course.
4.
Yeah, with the 4.
There you go.
Thank you.
We're here back in Dreamfields with the Mix Mag and Behind the Decks podcast. We're here with Nicky. Man, you just arrived over here, so thank you very much for being here and for taking the time for doing this interview. How do you feel about just like coming in and playing at Dreamfields?
I need the mic. Do I need the mic?
you
Oh,
have the mic
I'm
over
mic'd
here.
up.
Your little
What a great
mic.
interview this is so far.
So fast here.
I love it. Mexico, I've been here many times for like EDC, Ultra, Beyond Wonderland, but it's my first time in this city.
Right.
So I don't know what to expect, but I'm on the main stage, peak time. What can go wrong?
There you go. Awesome, man. The energy is over there. We've heard that you've been traveling all over the world for this year, so can you tell us about
10 years.
Yeah. Well,
maybe 15. Long time.
Okay, so long time. So,
yeah, I'm never home.
So how do you feel about like this year? It's been almost over the year, and how do you feel about touring and just doing all this many gigs all over the world? How do you feel about that?
I've been doing this a long time, like many other DJs, and I think during COVID we all kind of realized when we had a bit of a break how much we were all touring, and I was talking to like Hardwell, Armin van Buren, and a few people. And we have like a WhatsApp group we all talk in, and I think we all kind of agreed we all kind of look after our mental health a bit more, because DJs, it's very hard to moan when you're traveling the world getting paid lots of money. It's very hard to go, oh, it's a hard job. But it is, we put our bodies through a lot, and we do travel, and we sit on airplanes all the time and get jet lagged, quite often hungover, and we can't blame anyone apart from ourselves. We chose to do this, but it is quite a tough job on the body, and this year I definitely slowed down 20%, just a little bit, because before, me and my agent, we would fill my diary like I was going to, like I would be in Australia one night and then to like Singapore, and then I'll be to like America, and it was non-stop.
Because tomorrow you're going to be in Glasgow?
No. I've actually got. I was in Denver yesterday, and I was in Orlando last week, but I've actually got next week off. Glasgow is my next show. I'm taking 2 weeks off because I'm building a new house and it's nearly ready.
Where are you building your house?
I live in Northern Ireland, so Belfast.
That's nice.
But I built a farm. It's got like loads of acreage of land and cows and sheep.
That's awesome.
So I'm taking 2 weeks off, which is a lot for me.
It's great.
I'm going to be on the farming.
On the farm. But yeah, in the UK, in December I have all my big UK shows. My biggest market is the UK. We do big arena shows, and then the end of December I go back to Australia and Asia again.
Awesome.
But it's been a good year. I've learned a lot about myself, for sure.
And talking about mental health, this project with a new house and everything, it's also a part of this mental health thing that you're doing.
Yeah, I wanted somewhere that I could go home and I'm very much into like ice baths, saunas, relaxing. I'm trying to get into yoga and breathing and meditation. And on the weekend I party crazy, so I'm trying to balance it. So I think like going home to I live in hotels and airplanes. I don't want to live in like a London apartment in the city where it's busy. I want to be away from everyone and just quiet. And I'm fortunate to build my dream home. Like not everybody gets that chance, so I'm very grateful.
That's awesome. Do you consider yourself like a farm guy in a way?
Yeah, I'm from Bristol in England, which is like a very like a farming area. So I'm known. My mum and dad live on like a kind of farm. We have dogs and they have chickens, and so I'm kind of from a farming background. So yeah,
that's really nice. That's really sweet.
The mind,
yeah.
My friend, do you have any releases coming up next for the next?
Yeah, I've got loads. But you know what? I was doing like. Over the summer, I did like a song every week, and it was so hard to promote it because I was traveling. So I did a remix like the Calvin Harris, the Miracle track, Becky Hill, who's a massive vocalist back in the UK, Joel Corey. I did a couple of techno records. So I was, I'm David Guetta. I did a remix of David Guetta. So I did so much music, but I decided now to slow it down. So my next single is in about 3 weeks. It's called Sideways, and it's my first like hard trance techno record. But
are you dabbling into that area?
I always have, but now like techno is fashionable, right? But techno is, if you see even today, like the hard techno DJs, they play like psytrance. It's not really techno. So luckily for me, I was always playing that kind of style. So my next one's called Sideways, and the reason it's called Sideways is because in England and the UK, a lot of people listen to this kind of sound when they're in their cars driving fast, so they go sideways. So this song is dedicated to all of like the drifters.
That's
yeah.
All the drifters out there,
like TikTok,
that one is for you.
TikTok drifters, yeah.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then whenever you push out your sets that are so energetic and so filled with power.
I'm kind of like I was kind of known as the kid that was like the multi-genre kid. I came from trance music originally, but I was always playing other stuff, and people were like, "That's not real trance." I was like, I know, I play everything. And now, if you notice, a lot of people are now doing that as well. So I'd like to think I was one of the original OGs when it came to like the trance, hard dance, hardstyle hybrid. So, but now everyone's doing it, so it's cool, man. Like it's it's cool.
You just join the club.
Yeah, join the club, mate.
Pioneering in there,
Maybe a little bit, and but I also have ADHD, so my attention span is slow.
Like,
Yeah, so my mixing is like
I didn't notice.
hardstyle techno. techno, psytrance, like everything. So maybe that made me the DJ that I am.
Well, my friend, that is awesome, and thank you so much for taking the time for staying with us.
No
Can you remind everybody in the public your socials, bro?
Yeah, my socials is Ben Nicky everywhere. So TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Snapchat. Where else? Everywhere.
Everywhere, you're everywhere, man.
Perfect. All right, guys.
Everywhere.
So, well, thank you once again for
and I used to read this when I was younger, by the way.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Not still? We're
I don't
digital
read
now,
I
right?
don't have any time for anything. I don't read any mags. Yeah, I don't read any mags. iPad, Netflix, watch some David Attenborough.
There you go.
That's
awesome.
me.
That's cool.
Very, very good.
That's cool.
Well, we can maybe do an article for you.
Absolutely.
With you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We'll be in touch.
All right.
Hey, everybody. We're still here behind the decks with Avision. We're so fucking, can I say that? We're fucking happy to have him. We've been waiting for him the whole day. Anthony, thank you so much for being with us.
It's a pleasure.
So, how have you been so far here in Mexico?
Well, I came in, I was a little tired. I came in from New York, I played Time Warp yesterday, and then I'm here now, and I was ready to go. The minute I landed in Guadalajara, I was like, all right, no more tired shit.
Yeah.
Let's go, buddy.
Bro, you better go because we have an EP coming up, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I got to play today. I got to play 2 of the cuts on the EP.
Awesome.
It's called Whatever. It's got a tech house cut, an electro cut, and a heavy techno cut, and it's all the same vocal, just different genres.
That's awesome. You know, how do you feel about like the inspiration about it? Because I mean, working with one vocal must be challenging and interpreting in different ways, right?
For sure. But with this vocal, I just got really inspired. Me and my the partner I have on the track is Xander.
Right.
He's also a fellow New Yorker, and he sent me the vocal a while ago. He sent me a demo of a track.
Right.
And I was like, yo, just send me that vocal. And we started chopping it up. Yeah. Send me that fucking vocal, bro. I got it.
Where is the vocal from? Where's it from? Is it somebody who made it for you, or
he sampled it from an old school record. I forgot the name of it, but it's got a little bit of a drug reference to it. But I'm actually a drug-free person. I don't touch anything, so it's kind of an oxymoron, which is kind of funny. So we're gonna make a play on it, how it's like, you know, you don't need drugs to party.
Right.
Just so I don't get backlash on that.
Well, I mean,
I'm not telling anybody to go do drugs. Yeah.
You don't need drugs to
No,
party.
not at all.
Just go for the music.
Yeah.
That's it.
Ever since I got in, I never did anything.
And you know what? Like, there's so many different takes on that as well from different artists and partygoers and ravers and all that stuff. And so that it's really nice to have a community in which everything is accepted.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, I don't judge anybody by any means. You know, that's not this industry for sure.
But going back to the EP, we're talking about, you know, a New Yorker working with another New Yorker.
Yeah.
You know, you're very proud of your roots, and
definitely.
You know, dude, it's gonna be awesome to have, you know, that pull out from you from different genres.
Yeah, no, for sure. I especially feel like right now, you know, like techno is really popular, tech house is really popular, and then I just wanted to go a little bit different. So like for me, it was like I can do it all. In a sense, like here it is. No, it wasn't like that. It was just like I want guys like, you know, the tech house guys to play my music, and I want the techno guys to play my music. And if I could get that all in one night, I'm a happy camper. So for me, it was just a matter of just hitting different demographics and just kind of, you know, I could go play house or I could go play techno. I shouldn't be just labeled as a one genre artist. I mean, I grew up as a house DJ. My roots are house, disco, and my dad was a big disco head. So I think, like, for me, I make tech house. But it's a little bit heavier. You know what I mean? Because I'm from New York.
It's your personal interpretation of tech house.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, you know, it's the truest form of tech house, I would say, because it has house elements, but it's got the weight and the heaviness of techno. So I think it's like an in-between thing. You could stick me in between a tech house DJ before me and then a techno DJ after me, and it's gonna work, you know?
That's pretty cool, because I mean, once you are talking about genres, different types of music and all this stuff, you're really talking about, you know, interpreting the crowd and interpreting like what you want to show that crowd, you know?
Exactly. Like tonight, I played everything across the board. It's techno, melodic, tech house, house. Doesn't matter. I think that's what makes you a DJ. And I feel like right now everything's labeled in a sense. Like I'm only going to hear this. And if you could play a little bit of something else, why not? You break it up. You get them ready for that next thing that's gonna happen, you know?
Everything is extremely labeled right now. How many subgenres do we have in
I don't even know where to put my music.
Yeah, you see Facebook sometimes and it's just like, what the hell are you talking about?
I know.
We even have TikTok techno.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not techno. That's what is that? You know, but listen, it's this time. I think everything over time just settles. You know, right now there's trends and there's popularity, and the real stay real, and real recognizes real. So I think over time things will fade out. The TikTok techno thing that will eventually ride out. You know, it's like everything. Minimal was hot when I first started coming in. And you know, now it's got its niche, but it's not the main stage, you know what I mean? But granted, there's still great parties that go on with just minimal house, you know? So I think everything comes in waves, and that's the beauty of this industry, is that, you know, one year techno is really hot, the next year house music's really hot. But the one thing I will say about house music is it never dies.
It never dies.
It never dies.
It really never dies.
It's a spiritual thing.
It is.
Yeah, go on, there you go. Thank you
Oh.
so much for staying with us. Thank
Of course,
you so much
guys.
for the interview.
Pleasure.
Guys,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, behind the decks, we're super happy to have Avision over here. A great DJ, a great
guys.
producer, and a great person. Give us your socials because before I forgot it.
At Avision. At
Avision
at
every
Avision
platform,
on everything.
okay?
I got it before Instagram was hot.
There you go. Awesome. Great. Follow Avision, listen to his music, buy his music. Hey,
thank
no
you.
ripping.
That new EP.
You know?
That new EP.
That new EP. I need you.
EP,
Stream that
whatever.
Hey everybody, we're still here backstage at the Dreamfields, and we have Paul Kalkbrenner here with us. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
So how has it been for you in Mexico so far?
Oh, I was here a couple of times, and we always love the food.
Yeah.
Often we come to Cancun. More seldomly we go to Mexico City or Guadalajara. I think I have been here one time, maybe 15 years ago.
Oh wow!
In a club, which name I don't remember.
15 years ago.
Maybe.
Was it Bar Americas? I don't know if Bar Americas has been open for 15 years.
I guess, yes.
Like a small
Very
place?
small, where I had to set up myself. Just in front of people just arriving.
Yeah.
And usually we go more to the Tulum and Cancun area.
Tulum area, yeah.
It's there's more gigs for European artists, but I always like to come back to the actual Mexico.
Yeah, to the actual Mexico.
Yeah.
I like that you say that
Yeah,
because it's super authentic here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's this like the Tulum area is like Ibiza, or it's not actually. It's in Spain, but if you want to visit Spain, don't go to Ibiza.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same with Tulum and Guadalajara. So the Mexican people, how do you feel about them?
Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic. Hey! Oh!
Enthusiastic about everything: football, food, culture, music.
And your music?
I hope so.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course they will. And is there anything for the end of the year for the fans to look out for?
Maybe I will be able to release another song with video before the end of the year, but maybe we won't make it, and then it's going to be January.
Okay.
So,
but
no-
that is
no hard
something
schedule.
not hard schedule, but something to keep in mind for you. Okay. Well, you guys, we would love to hear your socials, all your socials. Where can we find you? Your Instagram,
The-
your YouTube, your
My freedom,
Twitter.
my freedom is that I don't do my socials myself.
Okay.
I don't even have the access codes, so I couldn't even post even if I want to.
What a luxury.
It's wonderful. So I actually have it without having it, and it's not much better not having it
So
personally.
somebody else takes care of your socials. Oh, that's really
there's a
relaxed.
big briefing always what should be posted and what not, and otherwise I don't have anything to do with the socials, which
Okay.
makes my life much easier.
He is a relaxed man, as you can see. He has it all figured out. Paul, thank you so much, and have an amazing
Thank you so much.
tonight. Thank you, guys.
Hey. Hello, guys, and welcome back to Behind the Decks. We're here with Oliver Heldens, aka Hilo. Thank you so much for being here, my friend.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time with us. So we just wrote you an article with Mixmag.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being like a cover model? How did you feel about the article?
Yeah, for me it's a big honor to be on the cover of Mixmag, especially now as Hilo.
Yeah.
Things are really taking off with the Hilo project.
See.
So it was really nice to do a really more extensive interview, but then as Hilo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, we are also really, really happy how it came out.
And you know what? It's really interesting how you've evolved as an artist. Like first with the project of Oliver Heldens, and then going as Hilo. How do you feel about that transition, and what's been the transition process for you?
When I started the Hilo project in 2015, it was a little bit more just more as a side project. But I could always see myself like more later in the future go focus more on it. Then since 2019 to 2020, that's when I really started to focus more on the Hilo project. And since then, some of the tracks really started to take off in the techno world. And then of course the pandemic hit, and then I had much more time to work on the Hilo project.
In the studio and making releases.
Yeah.
How do you feel like about the sound that Hilo portrays, for the audience? How do you feel about that? What's the reasoning or the inspiration behind Hilo?
I'm inspired by lots of different things. Because already when I was really young, I was a fan of a lot of different types of dance music.
Right.
Like hardstyle or hard trance. But for Hilo specifically, I would say actually since 2017, people like Enrico San Giuliano and Umek, like Webba or Reinier Zonneveld, like they really inspired me to do this kind of more modern peak time techno stuff.
It's kind of funny that Reinier Zonneveld, you say his name because you guys are just like same age, right?
He's like 4 years older.
4 years older?
Yeah.
Really? How old are you actually?
I'm 28.
You're 28?
Come on.
Right. Yes, you've been going like hardcore since you were 18.
Yeah.
Starting out at spinning, right?
Yeah.
And now coming from the bottom, now we're up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And my brother, like, how has the Hilo project moved around the world? How do you feel the audience is actually receiving?
Yeah, very good. I mean, a big part of my old fans, they also kind of grew with me, and they matured with me. And also just the tracks from the last few years, they had so much success in both the techno space, but also in a more mainstream world that also gained a big new audience. So for me it's a big pleasure to play all across the world.
You're like
also
blending.
as Hilo.
You're blending over. So for example, today you were booked twice.
Yeah.
How cool is it to do your two projects like in one festival? Have you done that before, actually?
Yeah, a couple times.
Right.
Yeah.
And how are you like feeling about tonight?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, for me it's a huge honor to close the drum code stage at a festival like this.
Okay.
So I'm super excited. I already saw so many messages before this in the last few weeks from fans who are super excited. So it also makes me excited.
Yeah.
Well, my friend, thank you very much. We're not gonna hold you back. Thank you so much for staying with us in Mixmag and Behind the Decks. Guys, here you have it. Oliver Heldens, Hilo, here at Behind the Decks at Dreamfields. Hello guys, and welcome back to Behind the Decks with Sus and So. We're here with the amazing Dino Purple Disco Machine. Thank you so much for taking the time for being
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. We love to have you here. Thank you for taking the time. And how has it been so far for you here in Dreamfields?
I just arrived here, and Guadalajara is such a great city, so I always love to be here. And the festival looks impressive. I think I have to explore certain things, like the wheel and everything. Maybe I go to see some colleagues, and it's going to be a long night for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be an amazing night for us that we're going to listen to you, and also for you that you're going to meet all these amazing people from Mexico.
Yeah, Guadalajara really loves you.
Yeah, I love Guadalajara as well.
Right? Everybody can love you.
Obviously,
here.
That's why I'm here. So it's great to be back. So I played here a couple of times, and I had my best shows here. So I don't know what the connection is, but it's quite special.
Well, it is quite special.
You know what I think? It's just like the way you approach music in a very, I would say, a music for everybody, because everybody can listen to your music and feel happy about it. Yeah. And I feel like it comes back to your roots, or like the way you approach disco music with this, little, nice touch to it that make it a little bit more dynamic.
And I think people here just feel music. Yeah. I think the problem in Germany, we judge music. We think what genre is it? Is it cool? Is it not cool? But people here just feel it. And if they feel it, then they go for it.
That's awesome. And you know, it's been a little bit fun for us because throughout the past couple of years, there's been new clubs opening and stuff, and we are listening more and more your type of tracks and your music in those clubs.
Thanks, I
You're
appreciate
really
it.
inspiring, really, for everybody in the scene. And for 2024, what is it you have coming up that you might like to share with us?
I think there's definitely, what means I think, I know there's definitely an album coming up. So I'm pretty old school. I always work on new music and I love to put out albums. So this kind of concept is really important for me. And so there's definitely an album coming in 2024. I'm almost done with it. And there are a few more singles and also remixes I did over the last weeks and month. And stay tuned.
Can
guys.
I ask you, like, the inspiration behind the album coming up? Is there anything in particular that is stirring your inspiration?
I just, like always, I just go with the flow. So for me, it's like I listen to a lot of music from the 70s and the 80s, and I just pick songs I like, and then I don't copy these songs, but I try to find the right sound, and then I work a lot with analog and vintage synthesizers. So I try to recreate this kind of feeling from the 70s and the 80s. And of course, in a modern twist, but that's actually my approach to recreate this kind of disco music.
It's so feel good. It's so good.
Exactly, and it's so groovy. Like
The groove is the most important thing. I think the longest part of the production process is finding the right groove. The mix of bass line and drums and everything.
That's awesome. Well, my friend, thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you so much for the interview. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast Behind the Decks with Mixmag. We're here, Susan So with Purple Disco Machine. Thank you, and see you guys on the next beat. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
All right.
Hey, it's Purple Disco Machine. Listen to Behind the Decks by Mixmag.
Hey, what's up? This is Ben Nicky, and you're watching Behind the Decks. I'm here in Mexico at Dreamfields with these two legends. See you later.
Hey guys, this is Avision with Susan Soul, and I'm here with Behind the Decks.
Amigos, soy Dimitri Saidi y los invito a que estén bien pendientes en Behind the Decks porque traen puro flow en todos sus podcasts.
Huevo, chido. My name is Cellini. I'm super happy to be back in Guadalajara, back in Mexico, all the way from Belgium. Make sure to follow the podcast of Sus and So.
Behind the Decks.
I will see you soon.
Hey folks, this is Kalkbrenner and you are here right on Behind the Decks.
Hey, Faster, somos Fast, Finally, Saratun, estamos aquí con
So.
Jesús.
Behind the Decks.
¿Qué onda? Yo soy Paula Martín y los invito a que sigan las redes sociales de Behind the Decks y Mixmag.
Hola amigos, aquí la Catalina, nada más para invitarlos a que sigan a mis compitas aquí, Behind the Decks, con todo.
Yeah.
Con todo.
Venga.
¡Au!